The End, a cold, desolate, void dimension populated by Endermen, strange alien fruits, and of course, the notorious Ender Dragon. So naturally, this is where I've decided to build my megabase. In this episode of HomeSMP Season 4, I embark on a dangerous journey to fight the Ender Dragon again and again, opening every gateway so I can fully map out the end, just to find the perfect place to begin building. But the end doesn't give up its secrets so easily. Can I conquer the end and build my base without giving up, or will this harsh, unforgiving dimension finally break me? Welcome to Episode 5 of HomeSMP Season 4. Okay, and welcome back everybody. My name is APuzzledSlime and welcome back to another episode of HomeSMP. In the previous episode, we created this Halloween raffle staging area where we put on an incredible, spooktacular raffle event. And it all went down perfectly and nothing went wrong. Uh-oh. Okay, wait. No! Okay, we may have a problem. I've just given my Happy Ghast a turret. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ow! Help.
It's going so well. As you can see, quite a few other Halloween events and a few builds have come up along with it. I think this was a costume contest, which unfortunately I couldn't attend, so we won't be seeing that, but make sure to check out all the other HomeSMP channels to check out all of their POVs. But today I want to turn our attention back to where we left off with the previous episode. So, if we cast our minds back a few weeks ago, we were introduced to Goober, who was our essential AI system that controls all of our technology and our exploration. And I asked Goober to find a location for my mega base, and he brought me to spawn, which maybe he was short-circuiting a little bit, but he told me to dig down underneath this mountain here. And after doing so, I found this portal. And 2 episodes ago, before we had our Halloween special, I ended the episode by jumping through. I think you guys have waited long enough to find out where it actually goes. So I think, Goober, without further ado, I think let's do it. Let's go through. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. We're in the end. So I guess Goober wants us to build in the end. Interesting. So if we just take a quick look around, we can see that we're on the center island in the end, which has all of the pillars and the gateways and stuff. But it's a little bit of a mess at the moment, and I think it would be a massive job to try and clear this out and build a base here. So I actually want to travel out to the outer islands. And to do that, we're going to need more of these gateways. That's because I have a few conditions for my mega base. I am going to want an easy way to get out there through an end portal, but then I'm also going to want another gateway on the other end to bring us back to the center island quickly. In order to do that, we are going to need to summon the dragon. That is because every time you kill the dragon, another gateway will open. I think you can get a maximum of 20. So far, I think we have maybe 4 or 5. I think there's 5 of us here. So we're going to need to summon and kill the dragon 15 more times. In order to do that, we are going to need to get some end crystals that then we place around this outer portal. That will then resummon the dragon and start her process. Oh, hello. I'm not gonna, you know what, let's just pop back through. So in order to create end crystals, we actually need ghast tears, amongst a few other things, some blaze rods and some ender pearls for eyes of ender. However, they're pretty easy to get nowadays with the ender, as well as some blaze spawners in the nether. So I've spent a little bit of time already on stream gathering a bunch of ghast tears. I'll go for this guy instead. Well, there's 2 over here. Ah! Hold on! Whoa. Slime experience kinetic energy while trying to escape a puzzled slime? What does that even mean? We now have a total of a stack and 18. That is going to be plenty of ghast tears. Next, we're going to need a few more eyes of ender. So if I just grab some blaze powder, combine that with the eyes of ender, I believe maybe a couple more. There we go. We've got a stack. And then I believe the final ingredient is actually glass. Oh, it is glass. Okay, oh god. Okay, we're gonna need a lot more glass. So altogether, we're gonna need 7 stacks of glass. Currently, don't have that. Do I have some extra sand in my bulk storage? Oh, okay, perfect. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, sure, let's just do 7. So let's just smelt that up in here, and then we will be ready to go. Okay, and now we have a bunch of the glass in our inventory. We can go ahead and make a full stack of the end crystals. What I might do as well is make a bunch of bottles, because I might try and get some dragon's breath while I'm at it. I thought, why not? But if we just put the rest of the glass away, grab some extra rockets, I think we could go ahead and start spawning the dragon. I think it should be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. We've just got to place the 4 here. And there we go. Okay, there we go. Right. So now we just need to destroy all the crystals. Okay, and now all the crystals are destroyed, so let's just defeat the dragon. Hey, there we go. Okay. Pastel's going to give us a mace, which might make this a little bit easier. Hello. So you have a mace for me?
Yeah, I can let you borrow a mace.
Yeah, please.
Where 4 enchant. There's missing like 1 little enchantment. So
oh my god, it is stacked. Okay, thank you so much. It's gonna make I've got to defeat the dragon 14 more times now. So
why?
This will make it a little bit easier. I need to open up all the end gateways. I need to figure out the best way to get to where to build my base. But yeah, thank you so much. I'll leave it over at spawn for you. Right, you go back to sleep now. You go rest. Thank you, Pastel. Okay, perfect. We now have a mace, which it might make it a little bit easier. We shall see. I think in order to make the best of this, we should chuck on a chest plate. You have a fire protection, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'm hoping now we'll be able to fly up into the end, swap to our chest plate, and then mace. I am not a PvPer. I don't know if this is gonna work. Ow. But let's give it a go, I guess. Hopefully I'm not gonna lose the mace. Otherwise that'll be a pain. There we go. Here we go. Okay. Swap to the chest plate. Ow! Okay. It didn't work. Okay, wait. Maybe try again. Well. Okay. Okay, I'm back in the end. Oh, let's try and find our stuff. Okay, the mace survived. That's all that matters. Let's get rid of this fire, as that could be quite bad. Okay, annoyingly, I think my axe might have been burnt. That's okay though. I want to give this one more try. Okay, she's perching. No, she ran away. Okay, maybe we stop with the mace. Wait, actually, I have an idea. Okay, idea number 1, reset spawn next portal. Idea number 2, well, let's get our stuff back first. Okay, idea number 2 involves a bunch of scaffolding so that I can line it up with the mace, right? Wait, no, she can break the scaffolding. Since when can she break the scaffolding? Okay, you know what? Let's just kill her and start again. Okay, there we go. Right, you know what? Let's be smart about this if we're going to use the mace. if we're going to be smart about this, why don't we make a platform directly above the dragon that can drop us directly in the right position in order to hit her with the mace? That's what I'm thinking. That's how I think we can make this work and make this a little bit easier, because I clearly have such a bad shot and I keep missing. So I brought some scaffolding with me. Also brought some stone. I feel like this is probably high enough. So if we just bridge across, I think this is the center block. We just make a platform, then we should be able to just drop down here and then hit her. So I think if we put our crystals down, spawn her, we fill out the middle. Oh wait, maybe we put one on top like that. Yeah. But now if we just wait for her to perch. Okay, here she goes. Here she goes. Here she goes. Turn on hitboxes. Wait until she's down. And we fall. Damn it, I missed. We fall. Whoa, my god. Okay, it did work. It just was not strong. Okay, right. It wasn't strong enough to kill her. So to stop her from healing, we definitely are going to have to get rid of these. You stopped and we go down. Okay, it does work. Nice. Okay, it's just maybe we need to go higher. Okay, I'm going to pillar up really high. Oh, she's going into perch. She's going into perch. We drop. Oh, we did it! Oh my god. Did I 50 odds damage in a single hit using a mace? Nice. Okay. I think we know how to do it. Okay, so now we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 end gateways now opened. So now that we can kill the Ender Dragon pretty quickly, let's get to work, shall we? Okay, I am very confused right now. I can't find any of my stuff, and for some reason a bunch of my stuff that was inside the bundle is the only thing left. Let me kill the Ender Dragon and let's have a look at the replay footage, I guess. So looking at the replay footage, you can see me coming down. I did damage the Ender Dragon. I somehow fell through, I guess, through her and landed straight on this fire thing. And as you can see over the next few frames, just everything is on fire. The reason that the stuff in my bundle wasn't was because I guess when bundles burn, the stuff inside of them breaks out. I guess the main thing I'm mostly concerned about is the mace. Yeah, there's the mace. Yeah, okay. Everything burned, including Pastel's mace. Okay. Well, this hasn't turned out that well. I am going to have to spend a bunch of time getting all my stuff back and getting back Pastel's mace. Oh, God. Okay, so after that clip that you just saw, I spent a huge amount of time trying to get all of my stuff back, and I've managed to get pretty good enchanted stuff, including all of my tools and everything like that, and replacement bundle, and yeah, we're looking pretty good. I then on stream decided to run quite a few trial chambers. No! What are we gonna do? There's 2 slime spawners! Don't look, it's not real, it's It's not happening. It's all fake. This is a deep fake. It's AI. They're just trying to pay me out to be a bad guy. It took us a while, but we did eventually get that mace. Give us the mace. Give us the mace. Please, please, please give us the mace. Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. We got it. We got it. We got it. We did also manage to completely enchant it all back up to what it was before, and I've decided to return it here at spawn because I don't want to have the responsibility of losing it again, because we still have to finish off killing all of those dragons. However, this time we're just going to do it the normal way. Okay, so we have finally done it. We have defeated the dragon and opened up all of the gateways. As you can see, there is just this beautiful ring now of all of these gateways located all around the center island, which we can now use to explore and figure out exactly where we want to build our megabase. But in order to do this, there are a few things that we need to do beforehand. To help us visualize where these gateways take us and then where the nearest gateways are to return back to the island, I want to use a map to help us plot where we get taken when we go through the gateways. On the server, we have Zero's minimap, world map, I think it's called, enabled on the server. However, I usually don't play with it because I don't really like playing with minimaps or world maps or anything like that. I try and keep the base game as much as possible. But for the sake of the next task, I have actually enabled the world map so that we are actually able to view the center island. Then what I did is I spent a bunch of time flying around the void and to the edge of the outer islands to map the whole area. Now, this was going really well up until something disastrous happened. And you know what? Let's just play the clip. So yeah, I died, I fell into the void and lost all of my stuff, including all the brand new armor that I had just gotten. That is now twice within 7 days that I've died and lost everything. So yeah, I am currently sat here with a fresh new set of armor down to my last pair of wings and have managed to get majority of everything back to continue working on this video. But while uncovering the map using Zero's world map, I realized that Minecraft actually have a built-in feature that can do this for us. Minecraft have a bunch of maps, and I think we should actually build in the center island an area where we can display a map of the center island, the void, and then the beginnings of the outer island, and plot using banners where they take us and where some gateways are to help us visualize exactly where to build our minimap. Plus, it can then be a helpful guide for everybody else on the server. So, in order to get this to work, we're going to need a few materials. The first obviously being some maps. Now, that should be okay because I have a sugarcane farm down in the basement that has just been chugging away and has given us clearly a bunch of paper. In order to turn these into maps, we are going to need a bunch of iron and some redstone to make some compasses. We turn the sugarcane into paper. We should be able to make a bunch of maps. Let's start out with 3 for now. Next, we should make a cartography table, which I don't... Oh, okay, just like that. Perfect. And then finally, we should grab some banners. Let's grab a few red banners to begin with, just to test out our theory. Oh, and then finally, we are probably going to need some anvils. Okay, let's just create a bit of a safe location for us to be able to work, just in case we end up looking at a few endermen. We shouldn't take damage from them. So let's place down our anvils, our cartography table. Let's also make a crafting bench and a chest to help us organize everything. So if we open up our map, we can see that we actually don't show the whole end island. I do believe that we're able to make them slightly bigger. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So let's check out the first stage. Okay, that's not bad. However, I think we probably should make it one stage bigger. So now if we just fly around and uncover the rest of the map, just gonna make sure that my elytra is okay. Okay, so we now have our fully complete map. So what I've gone ahead and done is that I have renamed these 2 red banners as Red Gateway. So let's just place this, and I believe if you just right click, it should show. Yeah, so it shows on the map the Red Gateway. So this gives us a little marker to indicate where on the map the gateway is. And then if we go ahead and actually fly through here, place down our second banner, open our second map and right click it, it should now show where we get taken out to the outer island. So let's hop back, make this bigger, fly back out, and then oh, okay, interesting. So when you make it bigger, it actually ends up losing the marker. That's okay, that's good to know. But if we now fly around and cover the rest of the map, okay, now we have the whole map laid out. Let's fly back through. What we're now able to do is actually place them inside the item frame. Now, this obviously doesn't make sense as of right now, but once we map out the whole of the island and everything, we will be able to accurately locate exactly where these are. And you can see that we have the red gateway here and then the red gateway there. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to craft a bunch more maps, a bunch more banners, a bunch more item frames, and map out the end. So let's do this. Okay, so I thought I'd just quickly bring you back and show you the progress. We now have a quarter of the map created. I'm going to save all the banners right until the end. I think it will be easier just to map out the whole end first, then take the corresponding maps to the correct places. I installed a couple mods, couple client-side mods, which is helping out with this. So as you can see, when I hover over the map, it shows me a tooltip of what the map is, as well as there is a smaller version inside of the hotbar, which is making this so much easier. Okay, we are now officially, excuse me guys, we are officially halfway through mapping out the end. Okay, and we are officially 3/4 of the way through. We literally just have our final corner section here, and then we can work on the markers to figure out where the gateways take us. Okay, and there we have it. We have the full map. Oh my god, this actually took a lot longer than I thought it would, but I am so happy with the way that this has turned out. So I think the next few steps that we need to do is that I want to duplicate every single one of these maps just so we have them saved and ready. So, you know, just in case anything goes wrong, then we have some backups. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've gone ahead and duplicated all of the banners just by putting them in a crafting bench with an empty banner, and that gives us these spares. So they're just going to stay in this large chest for safekeeping. The rest of them I have put in this shulker box and in my inventory, and on top of that I have gotten a bunch of banners and a few that I have renamed Return Gateway. The main difference that I have found out is that you don't actually have to rename the banner. You can do it without the labels. So what I did is that I redid the red banners in the map, and as you can see, it doesn't come up with the text anymore, which should make things a little bit clearer, especially around the center island. Okay, so with the shulker box in hand and some banners, let's head over to the orange one. So if we place this one down, grab the center map, right click. If we just place a few blocks around the portal so that we can get in. And now if we just hop through, place down our banner, and let's try to locate where we will be. I'm going to assume we're on here. No, we're a little bit further down. Ah, perfect. Okay. So now we have our red banner located on here and our orange banner here. I can see over here that there is a return gateway. So let's just pop over here, put a banner down and put it on the map. Place it on top. Let's try and figure out where we are. Are we still in the same orange chunk? Yes. So if we now right click this, we can distinguish where the return gateways are. Let's hop back to the main island. And I think we should just now repeat this for all of the gateways. Okay, we have it. We have the final map version, and oh my god, it is actually kind of beautiful. Let me hop up into free cam so we can see this. So you can obviously see around the island you've got the central banners in the circle, which just looks absolutely beautiful. Obviously being 20 gateways and we only have 16 different colors in Minecraft, I ended up having to do a bunch of extra black banners, but I think that's fine. But you can kind of see how they really relate to each other. They kind of draw in just that wider circle all the way round. So it turned out that pretty much every single gateway to the outer islands had a return gateway right where you popped out, which is pretty nice. All except for this one cyan. This cyan one just did not have a return gateway. I don't really know why, but just kind of left on its own there. But I did also fly around and add a few return gateways as well that I was found. I think there were like three extras that I managed to locate. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. I think before we make a decision on my final base location, I think we should build a big board for this. You know, something pretty to wrap around the map. Okay, welcome back everybody from that time lapse. We have done it. We have built a big old board for our incredible map, which obviously fits our style in the overworld, and we will continue that through into our mega base. I did also decide to update the gateways, as you probably saw. It wasn't in my original plan to do this. However, I found that the banners weren't rendering close enough. So it was actually really hard to see which gateway was which color. So therefore I popped into Creative World and came up with these designs with just the wool on top, just so it is quite easy for you to be able to see which gateway corresponds to which section on the map. I actually really like the designs of these, as it kind of covers up the whole gateway and all of the bedrock. It still allows you to get in because you can flip these trapdoors, and if we just pop inside with FreeCam, you can see that the banner is still actually on top of the gateway, meaning that the map is still being updated. As you can see, I have had to actually put a carved pumpkin on because I kept looking at Enderman, and if you didn't know, carved pumpkins will stop Enderman attacking you. You can look directly at them and they just ignore you. To make it so that I don't get that annoying overlay, I do have a resource pack called No Pumpkin Blur, which means that I can just wear this all the time. And now we're friends, right? Oh, as you can see, I actually pulled out Apollo Mark II as well to help me out with these gateways. He actually helped a lot to get the underside of all of these, and I think they just look really cool. I love the new copper torches. It looks very industrial and very, very cool. But I think we should turn our attention to my mega base. So I have been looking at the map and examining where all of our gateways take us out and how many return gateways are nearby. And I have decided that I want to build my base around this return gateway here. This means that this gateway here will be our entrance to the base. We will then be teleported here and actually see the base from the outside, and then can fly in to where our mega base is. This just allows us to get multiple views of our base rather than just teleporting directly into the middle. But because we're going to be building it around a return gateway, we can quickly pop back to the main island super quickly. So now we know where we want to build our mega base, we should probably create a bit more of a key and a more clear marker to the area of our base. So if anybody comes to visit, they can quickly see on the map which gateway they need to go to. So what I've done is that I have a few lime green banners that I've renamed APuzzledSlime, and some slime blocks, because we are actually going to be swapping out some of the blocks and the indicators. So I believe it is the black satellite directly in the middle. So 1, 2. So I believe this one. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to want to swap out the black wool for the slime blocks. And there we go. We now have the slime updated. We also want to update the banner. So if we just kind of pop through here, we will get rid of this banner, place down our one. If we right click it with the map, there we go. Okay, we now have the middle map updated. So let's just fix our satellite, pop back down. So let's pop through, break the original banner, place that down, and then rehook it up. I can see that on the map, the return gateway is kind of getting in the way of my name. So what I might do is just manually swap it out for a black banner to remove the text. We have the indicator that it's mine as well as a return gateway. So if we fly back through and go and update the map, now anybody can come to the center island, see where I am, and then see exactly where it takes us out. And we should probably go check out the area that we're going to build our mega base. Okay, so if we head over to our slime satellite and hop on through, I believe we need to head over here. Yes, it is. But yeah, so this whole area is where I'm going to be planning to build my mega base, and we're going to have to do a lot of terraforming out here because I don't think I'm going to want any of these end islands. I kind of want the void. So we're going to have to do a lot of work. Is that? Wait, is that Goober? Goober, what are you doing out here? You snuck in the end. When did you get here? Yeah, I know. This is where I've decided to do the mega base. It's going to be really cool. Yeah, okay. I mean, I've not started yet, but you will get there. You just trust the process, okay? Oh, yeah, my pumpkin. Yeah, I have to wear this so that the Endermen don't get angry at me. You've got something for that? In the chest? Let me have a look. Whoa. It's for me? Wait, okay. So if I just place it on, it should stop the Enderman from like... Oh! What? This is so cool. Look at me. I look so futuristic and spacey. Damn, this is so cool. And they're not angry at me? No. Oh, Goober, this is so good. This is so cool. The eyepiece also pops up. Oh, yeah, look at that. I don't have to have it down. They're still all right with me? Oh, Goober, this is actually incredible. This is going to be so good. If we just hop up into free cam, you can get a better look at this. Look at this. It's got even a little antenna. We've got some wires, a little chip. Oh, this looks absolutely incredible. This is very cool. Well, and on that note, now that we look a little bit futuristic and techie, I think this is where we're going to have to end off the episode. We have got so much accomplished today, a lot more than I was originally planning. It did unfortunately take a little bit longer because I went away for a little while, and of course those couple deaths as well was quite a big inconvenience. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to wrap everything up. So before we go, I want to say a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you all, as it is currently December 2025, as well as a very Happy New Year's. So with that said, I have been APuzzledSlime. This has been HomeSMP, and I will see you all in 2026. Bye-bye.